Fantastic. What can I do for you?
Hey man, I just wanted to know more about like how to use Deal Finder, the Deal Sniper.
Okay. Which
And
part?
you said what?
Which part?
Well, I'm trying to get to a point where I can start um offering deals now because I did watch your videos and I got to a point where I know like um where to how to use it. I picked my market, and I was wondering what would be the best for like what offers should I throw out there, like what would be the best. And I know that I watched a video, multiple videos, and it said that you shouldn't offer. Wait, quick question before I go into that. With the deal sniper, why does it offer more than the actual property's worth, like for sale? Why does it often do that?
Okay. Let me go into it really quick so I can give you an example. I'll use this one. I live in Kansas City. What is this? 14 West. All right. So you see this property is listed for $170,000, right?
Yeah.
So once you put it in, it's giving us $17,000 more on the
Mhm.
purchase price.
Yes.
So there's two reasons why we do that. One, it's an enticement. If a property has been listed 30, 60, 90, 120 days with no offers, and then all of a sudden they get an offer for over asking, that's going to, at the very least, get them intrigued and want to take a look at the offer. The second reason is because we're offering 0% interest. So
Okay.
behind the scenes in the coding for Deal Sniper, it's calculating what our investors will typically pay for interest. And then instead of giving that in the form of an interest rate and a higher monthly payment, which can affect the cash flow, we just give it to the seller on the purchase price. So they're still getting the same amount of money. They're just getting it on the purchase price instead of getting it monthly. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I had a question with the assignment fee. How does that like usually work?
What do you mean?
Like, you know how it says assignment fee on the bottom? Like, why does um? Well, I just wanted to know like what does that mean? Like the assignment fee.
The assignment fee is your commission. That's what you make.
Oh, that's what I would be making on the current deal. So that's how much I could possibly make on that current deal.
Correct. And it's all determined by, and a lot of new people do this, and I'm gathering from this conversation that you're fairly new to creative financing at least.
Yeah, correct.
We want to make sure that our buyers are at about a 10% entry fee percentage for all of these deals. For example, the total purchase price of this property is $187,000. 10% of that would be $18,700. Are you following me?
Yes.
Okay. So if I clean up my numbers real quick, so you can see that if we're going to give the seller $13,000, we only are going to get what's left, which is $5,700. Because if you add $5,700 to $13,000, you get 10% of $180,000. You get $18,700. So when new people first start into creative financing, they think, oh, I want to go after $1 million properties or, $850,000 properties. They think the higher the purchase price, the higher the assignment fee. And when it comes to creative financing, that is not the case. What it is it's all dependent on the down payment. For example, if I were to change this to, let's say you were to be able to negotiate $10,000 as a down payment instead of 13. Well, now look at your assignment fee. It went up $3,000 because the pool of money is 10% of the purchase price. In this case, 18,700. That's all the investor wants to pay. The investor doesn't give a damn who gets what of that $18,000. So if you can get the seller to take $5,000, then you can pretty reasonably expect to get a $13,700 assignment fee. And on the other side of that, let's say the seller's like, nah, man, I want $15,000 minimum. Well, then now you're only going to make $3,700. Again, the investor's going to pay $18,700 because that's 10% of the purchase price. They don't care who that's going to.
Okay. How do you negotiate that down for the down payment?
Well, that's a big question. So what you're asking is, how do you negotiate? Period.
Yeah.
Okay, so what kind of background are you coming from employment wise? Have you ever done a sales job?
Yeah, I done sales and customer service.
Okay, so tell me about the sales part because customer service is a layup. So tell me about the sales part. Were you commission only or did you have a salary?
I had a salary.
Was it salary plus commission or just a salary?
Salary plus commission. So if I were to gain a sale, I would get that commission base. So the
Okay,
commission
and
like 20%.
how many sales did you get in a year?
A year I got, I think it was 100 sales.
And how many sales opportunities did you have in that same year?
Um
Meaning, how many people did you have to talk to get that 100?
probably like 300, 400 people.
Okay, so you're 25 to 30% closing percentage. Okay,
Yeah.
so then if that's true, I'm confused as to your question because it's just negotiating. And if your numbers are at 25 to 30% close ratio, unless your sales job was a layup, that's basic stuff. All you have to do is talk to them, figure out what their motivation is, and honestly, give them the most that you can while still making sure that you're piggybacking on the fact that you need to get certain terms for your investor. Otherwise, your investor won't close.
Okay.
And I would definitely go through the cheat sheet channel in Discord. That'll help
Okay. Okay. Great.
because you need to be able to navigate these conversations with real estate agents. Otherwise, you're going to have all the information, but no way to articulate it to the real estate agent to where they're going to actually understand it.
Okay. Okay. Um,
No, I got it.
um,
So, do you have your question answered as far as how to navigate deal sniper?
yes.
Awesome. What else can I do for you?
So another question I had. I had a big question. I forgot it.
Of course you did. As soon as we hang up, you'll be like, "Ah, shit, I remember."
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, I have a question. Yeah. I was trying to do deals in South Carolina, but then I learned that there was laws. So wouldn't I have to double close for that one? For that current state?
Yes, you would have to double close. Otherwise, you can always just pick a different market.
Okay, so what market would you consider to go with? Because
Yeah.
I've been in like the middle of like South Carolina, Houston, Dallas, you know. I don't know if they're really good markets for real, but I just heard great things about them. So I was thinking that it probably would be good for me to get into.
Do you have your own buyers?
No.
So if you're going to be piggybacking off of our buyers, you want to stick to the larger cities in Texas, Houston, Dallas, San Antonio. You want to stick to Tampa, Florida, Miami, Jacksonville, Toledo, Cincinnati, and Ohio, St. Louis and Kansas City and Missouri, Atlanta, Georgia. We've got a really big whale buyer who he's picking up 30 properties a month like clockwork. So that would be a good one. Let's see. What else? Phoenix is a good one. Tucson is a good one. Mm, yeah, I think I would stick to those.
Okay.
And don't spread yourself too thin. Pick two of those, hopefully in the same state, and just focus on those until you've exhausted that market. And if you truly exhausting the market, then you'll pull two or three contracts out of there, no problem.
Okay. Take that in consideration. Okay, great.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is another question I had for you?
I don't know.
Okay. So how does the Dispo work? The deposition? I think this is called
Disposition.
disposition. Sorry, my apologies. Disposition. Yeah. So would that be after I would gain the contract and then I would just fill that out afterwards?
Yeah. So order of operation goes like this, and I'll give you start to finish, even though you didn't ask for this part. I'm just going to give it to you just so you have it.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to this real estate agent. You send them, once you agree, semi-agree on terms, you send them a PDF version of the contract for them to review with their clients to see if they like it or if they want to do any changes. They let you know, yep, we like it, or nope, we like this and this change. Once you've confirmed that all the changes and everybody's good on both sides, then you ask the real estate agent for the seller's email address so that you can send them the contract for them to sign. Once the contract is signed by everyone, that means you and the sellers, then you go to the disposition channel in Discord, fill out the disposition form, and DM it to me along with a copy of the contract. And then my team will start working on it from there.
Okay, so with the so with that, the properties would have to be 10 to 20% and
Whoa, 10 to
cash
20%, 10 to 20% what?
of cash cash on cash return.
So an ugly deal, it's acceptable on paper, but it's not going to get an investor happy whatsoever, is 10 to 12% cash on cash return. You want to get investors really looking at your deals, you want to be at 13 to 15%. You want to get investors drooling over your deals, you're at 15 to 20%. Anything over 20%, you're probably getting to a bidding war between a bunch of different buyers.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, cool. Damn. Okay, that's all the questions I have for now. But if I have any more questions, I'll let you know. That's
All
fine.
good, dude. Yeah, just hit me up. Let me know if you need anything else.
Okay. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Not a problem. Have a good rest.